Hi everybody, welcome to our first professional development webinar for 2022. Today we're going to be talking about exploring the computer science degree options that are out there from colleges and universities. Normally our professional development webinars are aimed at teachers, but certainly in this case students might enjoy the content as well, so you're welcome to share these ideas with your students or even have them watch this video as part of a class discussion. My name is Chris Yost. I'm the president of CompuScholar. I spent about 20 years as a software engineer before moving into the curriculum space and starting to produce computer science courses for CompuScholar. Always happy to answer questions afterwards. You can email me at chris.yost@compuscholar.com. So as you're working with your middle and high school students, those students may express some interest in coding as a career, and there are quite a few options out there that we want to kind of demystify today. If you look at the popular websites from major universities like MIT and Carnegie Mellon and Georgia Tech and many others, you'll find a lot of different computer science degree options that may have similar names, but you're not really sure exactly what it means under the covers. So what we're going to do is just kind of walk through some of the common names today and help decipher what those really mean in terms of what you would be doing as a career. So to begin with, almost every college will offer a standard computer science degree. And this is what most people think of when they talk about coding as a career. Students with this type of degree will learn how to program, they'll do software engineering processes, they'll learn a little bit about hardware, they might delve into artificial intelligence, they'll spend a lot of time with algorithms and learning about databases and that sort of thing. Typically, there are many areas of focus that you can choose within a computer science degree. For example, you might focus on advanced data structures or working with artificial intelligence and that sort of thing. But computer science degree holders will emerge from college with a pretty broad resume, and you can be hired by many, many different companies in order to fill a wide variety of jobs. And so a standard computer science degree is a great option if you're not really sure what you want to do other than coding in some form or fashion. And once you have that degree, again, you'll be readily employable by many, many different industries. If you do maybe have a little bit more of a narrow area of focus that you're thinking about, there are some more specialty degrees that we can talk about. And let's start off by looking at some of the degrees that have a little bit more of a focus on hardware. And so instead of just coding, you might be coding in the context of some specific pieces of hardware. So there are degrees that are named electrical science and engineering or something similar to that. And these degrees really will get in depth into circuits and devices, the materials used to create those things, maybe a little bit of nanotechnology, some signal processing, and some low level physics that really go into the foundation of the hardware that we use every day. So that's one option. So if that's too low level for you, you could consider computer engineering instead. So a computer engineer will do a lot of work with larger digital circuits, microprocessors like the CPUs that are in a computer, building computer systems, maybe a little bit of robotics, doing embedded systems like the types of computers that are in your smartphones and your televisions and your cars and all the different little digital devices that we use today. So that's a great option with a hardware focus. You could also consider robotics engineering, which is pretty much what it sounds like. You're going to focus on robotics and automation, the software to control those robots, and the signal processing and the mechanics behind all of the movement and everything. So robotics engineering is certainly an exciting and an emerging field today. If hardware is not your thing, you can consider a number of different degrees that have more of a business focus. Software engineers are in high demand in many industries because computers are a part of all of those industries. And so coming in with this advanced training would be very useful to a business. So you could consider a degree in computational engineering, which basically means you do a lot of work trying to set up computer models of either natural systems like maybe weather systems or animal populations or things like that, to more engineered systems like roads and bridges and traffic patterns and anything that we have created ourselves as humans. So modeling that is very, very useful to businesses. You could also consider a degree in information technology. And so this is a person that focuses more on the network systems and the software and the system administration that businesses rely on for their everyday infrastructure. And of course, there would be a touch of cybersecurity in that as well. We've seen degrees called information systems, which is a little bit different. This is more of a general purpose computer science degree, so you do a lot of programming and software development, and databases, but those things are just skewed and focused a little bit more on business applications. So if you're thinking about a career in business, but you want to have a computer science background, this might be a great degree option. And then finally, cybersecurity is certainly a very popular and relevant and modern degree. So you'll learn all about information security, network security, do some cryptography, talk about physical security for computing systems, as well as work with policy and law in that cybersecurity area. So one last area we'll mention that's pretty interesting, it has an arts focus. So if you're an artsy kind of person, you like to be very creative with images or music or animation and things like that, there are a number of different computing degrees that are related to computer science in that area. One is called computational media, and so this broadly deals with using software applications to generate or work with or process any kind of digital media, music, images, and that sort of thing. There's something called graphic information technology, which is really kind of a front-end visual design sort of degree. So you would probably do some heavy work on websites and designing visual interfaces that work for customers and that sort of thing. There's a computer animation degree, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're working on creating the computer-generated images and animation that you see every day from advertising and movies and games and all sorts of digital formats. You could also consider computer science in the arts, which is similar but a little bit broader. So not only are you doing animation, but you're also doing computer music, game design, a little bit of artwork from a robotic perspective, maybe physical stagecraft for plays and things like that get put on. So anything you can do with computer science to enhance the arts would fall under this umbrella. So this has been a quick sprint through some of the many options that are out there. I will note that coding is helpful or required in all these cases. So if you're going to be a hands-on programmer, then clearly your job will revolve around coding. If you're doing something that's maybe more arts or business, you might not be coding every day, but having some coding background, at least at an introductory level, is very, very helpful. As you survey the colleges of interest yourself, be aware that some degrees that are actually very, very similar under the covers in terms of the coursework that you take might have very different names on your college's website. Or by the same token, a degree that is very, very different in terms of the coursework might actually sound kind of the same as you're looking at it from the naming perspective on a college website. So bottom line is, when you're looking at a specific college and a specific degree, you really want to drill into the courses that line up with that degree, so you can take a look at the college's course tracks and the course catalogs, just to make sure you understand exactly what you're getting in for when you enroll in that college and select that degree major. As always, we appreciate you watching these monthly webinars. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact us by phone or through our website. Thanks for watching.